Hello everybody and welcome to a very special slice of indie. Today we'll be having an updated look at Secrets of Grindea by Pixel Ferrets, which is a game I've done the first impressions of well over a year ago. Right when they... Oh, it's kinda hard to do it with slimes. Right when... Wow, I'm dead already! And have since pumped around 100 hours into. So I guess it's more of a review than an impressions video? But the most basic question to ask is, should I get Secrets of Grindea? Short answer, yes. Long answer, hell yes. And if you're looking for the super long answer that no one should really spend so much time on giving, well, just finish watching this video then. At its core, you can consider Secrets of Grindea as an action-adventure RPG with up to 4-player co-op. Think 2D Zelda meets Secret of Mana. In story mode, you'll be off on a grand adventure across the world of Grindea, meeting strange characters, battling for fame and loot, leveling up and getting better gear, exploring temples and dungeons and much more. The game world at the moment has 3 cities, 4 regions, 2 temples, and tons of caves to explore. Each area boasts an impressive amount of side quests, minigames, challenges, and secrets to find. The story itself is a classic tale of a kid's coming of age ceremony. Only instead of getting a Pokemon, he gets a sword and is told to go collect them all as a collector. While the adventure itself is rather classic adventure style, the writing in my opinion is what sets it apart. You'll find lots of humor hidden in the game in the form of references and jokes. One of my favorite things has to be the competition between your bag and the fairy to be your sidekick. In total, it should take you around 7 to 15 hours to complete the main quest and all the side quests currently available in early access. However, story mode also offers 2 difficulty settings to choose from. I highly recommend normal mode to anyone who hasn't played before, because hard mode not only increases the damage you take, but many bosses also change up their attack patterns, spraying more bullets per inch than episode 2 of Gate. Taking on a new boss for the first time on hard mode took me over 30 tries despite at that point having played the game more than 50 hours. Now you may ask how I spend more than 50 hours in a game that has 7 to 15 hours of content. Well, Secrets of Grindea also offer an insanely fun roguelite mode where each run is randomized and deaths are permanent. You go in at level 1, facing easy enemies to begin with such as slimes and rabbies, and ramping up to rooms with infinite summoning portals and rockets. Each floor consists of around 10 normal rooms and several challenge rooms that has minigames, puzzles, or skill challenges in them. Each floor also ends with a boss fight, some are straight up bosses from the story mode, others are buffed up versions of bosses, and some are completely unique. Climbing in arcade mode has so many nuances such as HP, tactics, and score that I definitely need a separate video just to explain it all. I currently have over 60 episodes in arcade mode and still can't make it past floor 6 of 12 very consistently. They also add new floors corresponding to their story mode equivalent after they finish that area, so expect more and more floors as time goes on. For those worried that they'll breeze through the game and roguelike mode quickly, please be aware that the combat in Secrets of Grindea may look like Zelda or Secret of Mana, but is many times more complex. For starters, you have a ton of skills and talents to choose from. Currently there are 5 one-handed weapon skills, 5 two-handed weapon skills, 15 offensive magic skills, 2 support magic skills, and 30 talents to play around with. Each level rewards you with a silver skill point, a talent point, and occasionally a gold skill point for leveling up a skill past level 5. Level 1 to 4 of a skill gives you the quick cast and the bronze charge of a skill, level 5 to 9 gives you the silver charge, and level 10 gives you the gold charge. Each skill charge not only gets more visually impressive, but also gets more and more complex with more damage, more status conditions, or more utility. You will often have to decide whether charging in combat is worthwhile as you lower or halt your movement during the charge. Timing on when to animation cancel and when to block are also very important for the mastery of this game. Animation cancelling enables you to reduce the lag in between attacks by shielding or using skills, and blocking right when an enemy attacks enables you to perfect guard. Both skills are vital in survival in story mode and chasing of high scores in arcade mode. Combine all that with limited ammo bows for emergencies, talents that allow you to fine-tune your stats, and creative items that change up how you use skills such as a plant wand that increases plant summon times, and you'll have a deep and rewarding combat system that warrants sinking time into. Next, let's take a look at the visuals and sounds for the game. Secrets of Grindea's pixel art and animation are both top-notch. You'll find little details in everything that add charm to the game. Is it necessary to add animated panels to the back of this boss fight? Nope. Is it necessary for these boxes to spawn out of a conveyor belt? Nope. Is there a need for there to be a globe in this one random room, and was it necessary to make it animated? Nope and nope. but the devs are dedicated to putting so many little details in the game that make the world feel alive, and I for one really appreciate it. The music in the game, while nothing amazing that will make me cry, fits the theme of each region very well. I'm a huge sucker for winter music, and the track in this game really tickles my fancy. The sound effects are also fantastic, with each enemy having unique sound cues for identifying their movements and skills, so you can adjust your strategy properly. Now, I'd be amiss if I didn't talk about the multiplayer. While I don't have a whole lot of experience with it, I'll speak my mind on the subject. So far I've played a bit of story mode with it, and a bit of arcade mode with it off screen. It's definitely a lot of fun figuring out puzzles and rushing down bosses with a few friends. The developers have added some social elements, such as when you die, you turn into a ghost that can cheer on your allies, and your comrade can also rush your aid to revive you. However, I've noticed quite a bit of lag and disconnections that cause desyncs with enemy HP and movement when you're not the host. I'm not absolutely sure if my case is unique, as the partner I play with is across the continent, but the lag is there and it can annoy. This is likely caused by the lack of dedicated servers, as indie games tend not to be able to afford, which is very understandable. This is just a warning for those who already have lag problems with Terraria, Risk of Rain, or any other indie games requiring a host. This game may be in the same boat. As far as connections go, however, you're given the choice of using IP to host, much like Risk of Rain, or using Steam's Invite Friend feature, the latter being much easier. Connections aside, the gameplay of multiplayer is smooth as can be. Items are properly shared between characters, quests properly ask players to gather up, and certain puzzles designed to teach you skills require everyone to pass it before continuing. Certain bosses and enemies also gain new attacks to combat the extra players on screen, such as ones that root a player and can only be broken by a friend. Lastly, I just want to highlight the amazing variety of content the game offers, from battling enemies and bosses, to taming pets, from card hunting, to fishing, from solving puzzles, to a target practice minigame. You'll be constantly doing so many different things with each side quest and discovery that you'll never expect what surprise lies around the next corner. That's one of my favorite aspects of this game and why I love the developers so much. So if you ask me if Secrets of Grindea is worth the price, I'm gonna have to give you 7 thumbs up and a hell yes. Secrets of Grindea is one of my favorite games of all time, and it's still growing. I sincerely hope you'll enjoy it as well. Thank you so much for watching. For a beginner's guide to the game, click here, and for full playthroughs of story mode and arcade mode, check out my channel. I'll see y'all next time. Ciao.